Welcome to day 3 of Drink Week! Woo! Today I am doing what inspired Drink Week. It's the whole reason why I wanted to do this bulletproof coffee. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to make it actually. And if you don't know what bulletproof coffee is, I'm going to link below Dave Asprey, the creator of Bulletproof, his video explaining what it is. Go watch that if you don't know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen day 1 and day 2 of Drink Week, I did like a lemonade soda, homemade lemonade soda, delicious, one of my favorites, and then a matcha latte, again, one of my all-time favorites. For bulletproof coffee, you need coffee, but it needs to be mold-free coffee. Now you can buy his coffee, which is called bulletproof coffee, or you can buy it from a local roaster and you'll be pretty good. Do not buy it from a grocery store that has been sitting on the shelf for a while. Buy it freshly roasted locally. So you need coffee. You need a filter for your pour over Chemex. So this is a Chemex right here, and the filter goes into the Chemex. This is what brews the coffee. You need a spoon, a cup to put your coffee in. My bulletproof coffees are usually pretty big, 16 ounces or so. So this is my Joco coffee cup. You need a kettle, you need a Chemex like I said, and most importantly you need butter, grass-fed butter. If you can't get it locally from a local farmer, then you can buy Kerrygold butter at pretty much any store. You can buy it at Walmart, you can buy it at Whole Foods, it's available. You also need either a blender, or this is my preferred tool because the steam doesn't build up like it does in a blender. So this is just a milkshake maker, you know? Step number 1, to fill up your kettle. While your kettle is heating up, get your coffee. Put your filter in your Chemex or your pour over device, and first step is to filter your filter, or else your water, the water that's coming out right now is tasting very papery. So do a little filter before you put in your actual coffee. Wait for that to drain off. The moment that is fully gone through, pour that water into your mug to preheat your cup a little bit. Right, now you want to first put in your butter. You're going to use 1 tablespoon of butter for bulletproof coffee. So put your butter, all you have to do is lift your filter, really easy to do. Put your butter in the bottom. And then you want to put your coffee in the center of your cone. You kind of want to work fast again because of the water temperature. And the first thing you want to do is called bloom. Just meaning get all of the grounds a little bit wet, move in a clockwise motion, and then let it sit for 40 seconds. And this is going to release some of those bitter gases. After 40 seconds, you can continue on with your pouring. You just want to do it really slowly and just move in a circular motion inside to outside. Just be sure you don't go right on the side of the paper. That can have a tendency to just run straight down and not actually filter any coffee. On your second pour, you want to take a spoon and give it a little stir to make sure all the coffee grounds are coated. Coffee is done. You will take out the filter. I put mine in my sink and let the rest of the liquid drain off. I pour a little bit more hot water into my actual cup. My kettle isn't empty yet, so I pour some more hot water in here to just preheat my cup a little bit longer. And then I take my little milkshake thing, take the lid off, pour my coffee into here. Butter is totally melted. Now you have to blend it or else the butter will just sit on the top, which is real kind of gross looking and not appetizing. I pour a tiny bit of water into here. Now this is like, if you're a coffee crazy person, you'd be like, no, don't do that. But I really want to get all that butter because it's expensive. Give it a swirl and it gets the rest of the butter that kind of stuck onto the side. So that's all done, that's over with. This is my little cup, my little milkshake maker. I put it in here and I give it a good old blend. Now you can see, I'll show you guys. The coffee goes from a black coffee to a creamy colored, and it has a little bit of foam and froth on top. I'll pour it into the cup and you'll see the color turn. Pour out the preheating water and then pour in your coffee. And that is how you make bulletproof coffee, way number 1. Stay tuned, I'll show you the second way to make it, but this is the more like common, accessible way, because the other one involves an espresso machine, which not as many people have as they do a pour over. This little guy cost, I think, $40. Yeah, this costs around $40. You need a water kettle, and then you have to buy the filters for the coffee, which you can get 100 for around $8. I drink this every single morning. I love it. By putting the butter in it, you're basically just putting a creamer in it. It makes it creamier than a black coffee, but not as creamy as a latte.